So if you wanted to learn how to drift in FiveM, I'm going to do a little tutorial today for beginner side on how to initiate to drift, the best way to start progressing, little techniques that you can use when starting out drifting that you can then further, and hopefully just how to control the car a little bit more. So if you do like the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe and comment, but I hope you enjoy. How we are going to begin when learning to drift if you are a complete beginner. Look at that engine. Oh, that's so nice. But how are we going to learn to drift when you are a beginner? We're going to be going very slow. So this going slow will teach you good throttle control, because you can't just hold on the throttle. You need to dab it. You need to feather it, so you can keep the car slow. Also, know how to use the brakes. Of course, if you're on keyboard, this will probably be a little bit harder, but not impossible. Eventually, when you've got that down so you can travel slow around the track and you can control the turns, you can start getting a bit quicker. When you want to start initiating a drift when you're going slow, what I would recommend doing is, as you approach the turn, give yourself a bit of room to stay in the middle, turn and full throttle, just enough so it lets the end of the back of the car start popping out, like this. Now you see how literally with the rev counter, all I did was throttle on and let go. In the next turn I'll do the same. So we do turn and full throttle and let go. All we are trying to achieve is to know how much the car is going to slide out with the throttle. Now when you're doing this, you want to catch it by turning the wheels the opposite direction. So as I turn the wheel, the back end slides out to the right, I then want to start turning the same direction. As in it, when the back end slides out to the right, I want to start turning right. My front wheels will catch the back end going out and start to bring you back in when there is no throttle on, when there's no power going through the rear wheels. Now you want to do this more and more till you can get round the track, maybe go in a bit quicker and not make silly little mistakes like that. Oh well. But keep going so you can eventually start making those a little bit longer, like that. So you can start adding more power and gradually feathering the throttle so you can make it round a turn while counter steering, or just regular steering if you need the car to come around a bit more. But at the beginner stage, all you want to do is stay on the track, let the end come out, catch it again so you're going straight, and then initiate another one when they're in the next turn. So when you do this and you get more and more, your drifts will eventually become longer. You get round the corner further, but you'll still have the same control, if not better, so you can make it round the turn. It doesn't have to be pretty at this stage. Like that. And then let's make it round the next one. That is absolutely fine. Who's judging? I'm not. Eventually, you'll start to understand that you have to do a lot less with the car when drifting than you might think to allow yourself to actually control the car. So, for example, as I start drifting around now, there's just little turns that I'm making and I'm just feathering the throttle. But in terms of the car control and what my hands are doing, it doesn't feel like my hands are doing much at all. But that will come with practice. Now, if that video was a help to you and you feel like you might learn something if you are looking to go into a drift server on FiveM, then of course do leave a like. Make sure you subscribe for more content, and if there's anything that you need specific help with in like your own server or anything like that in terms of drifting, just let me know in the comments and I'll try and do my best to help you out. If you want to join me, of course, you've got Clarity Drift server, definitely recommend, and hopefully we can drift in the future. See you in the next.